Hello, church. So this is actually coming out Wednesday afternoon. So I'll be posting that Wednesday afternoon. Wow. Let's try Thursday afternoon, March 20th. I had wrongly labeled Wednesday as March 18th when it was in fact the 19th. I am recovering from the stomach bug and feeling much, much better. So thank you for the concern and prayers and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, we're up and running again. We're doing this psalm in this is the second part of Psalm 40 that we'll be finishing up today. Some very good pieces from Mays that I'll be sharing, but we'll start with NRSV. And then a side note, I had said yesterday, or at least when I was doing the recording, and we were going to be coming back to a section which is in verses 6 to 8. Sacrifice and offering you do not desire, but you have given me an open ear. Burnt offering and sin offering you have not required. Then I said, here I am. In the scroll of the book it is written of me. I delight to do your will. Oh my God, your law is within my heart. This context will take on a little more significance, but the initial part of the psalm is setting up this journey to pay homage and make our offerings, and then goes into what that offering is supposed to be. And in the system where traditionally it was animal sacrifices or burnt offerings, that's not going to be the case. But for our reading for today, we're going to pick up with verse 9, and then we'll pick back up on the significance of 6-8 with the stuff we do in Mays. I have told the glad news of deliverance in the great congregation. See, I have not restrained my lips, as you know, O Lord. I have not hidden your saving help within my heart. I have spoken of your faithfulness and your salvation. I have not concealed your steadfast love and your faithfulness from the great congregation. Do not, O Lord, withhold your mercy from me. Let your steadfast love and your faithfulness keep me safe forever. For evils have encompassed me without number. My iniquities have overtaken me until I cannot see. They are more than the hairs of my head, and my heart fails me. Be pleased, O Lord, to deliver me. O Lord, make haste to help me. Let all those be put to shame and confusion who seek to snatch away my life. Let those be turned back and brought to dishonor who desire my hurt. Let those be appalled because of their shame who say to me, aha, aha. But may all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. May those who love your salvation say continually, great is the Lord. As for me, I am poor and needy, but the Lord takes thought for me. You are my help and my deliverer. Do not delay, oh my God. So a couple of portions from Mays, because I didn't want to do everything, but there is some very good instruction. This prayer psalm gives, as they all do, a liturgical theological profile of those who use it. It is a rather complex picture. On the question of who speaks, the psalm reflects a person who had been in danger of death, had cried to the Lord, was delivered, found himself responsive to the Lord in a new way, had offered witness in self as thanksgiving instead of sacrifice, but now in trouble, conscious of failings, appeals in weakness to the Lord for deliverance. Verses 6 to 8 have always had special importance in the use of the psalm in the liturgy and theology, because the letter to the Hebrews uses these verses as the words of Christ, and thereby gives a new answer to the question of who speaks. Once the earliest Christians had understood the life and death of Jesus as perfect obedience to the will of God, it would have been impossible for them to read verse 8 without thinking of him. Pause. Here's the section he's talking about from Hebrews 10. Consequently, Christ came into the world, he said, sacrifices and offerings you have not desired, but a body you have prepared for me. And burnt offerings and sin offerings you have taken no pleasure. Then I said, see, God, I have come to do your will, O God. That's what James is getting at. What James Mays is getting at. And then here's our conclusion. The psalmist, with his praise and piety, still must pray for salvation from suffering and sin. That is where we all are. But our prayers are made in hope, because the sacrifice for sin has been made for us once and for all. And praying in hope and praising. Here's Peterson for us today. I've preached you to the whole congregation. I've kept nothing back, God. You know that. I didn't keep the news of your ways a secret, didn't keep it to myself. I told it all, how dependable you are, how thorough. I didn't hold back pieces of love and truth for myself alone. I told it all. Let the congregation know the whole story. Now, God, don't hold out on me. Don't hold back your passion. Your love and truth are all that keeps me together. When troubles gained up on me, a mob of sins past counting, I was so swamped by guilt I couldn't see my way clear. More guilt in my heart than hair on my head, so heavy the guilt that my heart gave out. Soften up, God, and intervene. Hurry and get some help. So those who are trying to kidnap my soul will be embarrassed and lose face. So anyone who gets a kick out of making me miserable will be heckled and disgraced. So those who pray for my ruin will be booed and jeered without mercy. But all who are hunting for you, oh, let them sing and be happy. Let those who know what you're all about tell the world you're great and not quitting. And me, I'm a mess. I'm nothing and have nothing. Make something of me. You can do it. You've got what it takes. But God, don't put it off. Before ending with some really great words that he concluded with, let me reflect with you on keeping nothing back from God. There's the late Lewis Grizzard was a Southern columnist and comedian, and made a few. I know he was on Designing Women once, but he had this bit where he was talking about a church service where someone started confessing, and the pastor would continue to repeat after they had said something, "Tell it all, brother, tell it all." And then he would say something else a little more outlandish. "Tell it all, brother, tell it all." And then I'm not going to tell you what the line is because it's just bad. But at that point, he says it, and the pastor says, "Dang, brother, I don't think I told that." Does that have anything to do with the song? No, not really, but it's me. Now, this does, though, and this is good stuff. And me, I'm a mess. I'm nothing and have nothing. Make something of me. You can do it. You've got what it takes, but God, don't put it off. Recognizing the messes that we all are and celebrating God's goodness and love, praying in hope. May you have a blessed day, and we'll catch you tomorrow. See you later.